As Hyundai works to expand its EV empire, the Ioniq 6 arrives in a traditional form factor with fresh, funky flair. This all-electric sedan shares key mechanical fundamentals with the Hyundai Ioniq 5 crossover, the 2023 Motor Trend SUV of the year. However, it takes a somewhat unusual design approach that differentiates it from its competitors, which include the Polestar 2, BMW i4, and Tesla Model 3. Having made its debut for 2023, the Ioniq 6 carries over unchanged into 2024. Start with the excellent Hyundai Ioniq 5, then reshape it into a sedan, presto, Ioniq 6. Hyundai's newest all-electric four-door benefits from many of the same attributes as its crossover counterpart. But which is the better buy, in terms of pure EV factors? The pair is tied on their fast recharging capabilities, but the Ioniq 6 finds an advantage in range thanks to its more aerodynamic shape. In SE long-range trim, it can go significantly farther on a charge compared to the Ioniq 5. The Ioniq 6 is perhaps slightly more fun to drive thanks to its lower center of gravity, but it won't drop an Ioniq 5 in a drag race, both are plenty quick. Furthermore, their one-pedal driving setting is among the industry's best, negating the need to press the brakes in most situations. Park the Ioniq 5 and Ioniq 6 side by side, however, and a potential preference for the SUV arises. Clearly, its hatchback-esque form factor is a benefit to passenger and cargo capacity, especially considering the Ioniq 6's small trunk. We think the retro-futuristic Ioniq 5 looks better than the somewhat disjointed, droopy Ioniq 6. That notion continues inside, where the Ioniq 5 presents a more premium and better laid-out cabin. Even though the Ioniq 6 lacks the aesthetics and practicality of the Ioniq 5, it's still a great EV. It won a comparison test against the 2024 Tesla Model 3 Highland, partially because of its superior ride quality. With fast charging, long range, great tech, and enjoyable driving manners, it's already a leader among electric sedans. All Ioniq 6 models can recharge at up to 239 kilowatts, a relatively fast rate in the current context. Under ideal conditions on a 350 kilowatts DC fast charger, Hyundai claims the Ioniq 6 can go from 10 to 80% charge in 18 minutes. That's plausible, considering we've observed our long-term Ioniq 5, which has the same battery capabilities as the Ioniq 6, going from 7 to 80%, or 14 miles to 198 miles of range, in 20 minutes. In cold climates, a preconditioning mode can help prime the battery for faster charging.